you've got responsibility for software engineers in your team.
Yes,
then?
I do.
Tell us a bit about what that looks like.
I've recently come into this new role anyway, but prior to that, I was the product support lead, where I also manage a small team of engineers who focus mainly on customer support and on the technical side. And so team management is something that I've already started working on, but now as a software engineer manager, it's never easy managing a team, but it's an interesting role because now I'm much more involved in a lot of decision making that I wouldn't have been in the first place. Just making sure my team is working effectively. They're happy, because I think having a happy team means you're going to get work done. But if the team isn't happy or motivated to do work, you're not going to get much out of them. So I think as a software engineering manager, those things are important to me, making sure that my team is happy and motivated. And, in order for us to get results and get our products out there for our customers. And yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it is challenging so far because getting in contact and working well with stakeholders as well. It's really, really important in making the team work well. Yeah.
Are things there that you've had to learn fresh or even looking back? Yeah,
yeah. Absolutely.
So tell us a bit more about just
there's so much to learn now as a software manager because it's not. I think it's the same for every role really. Once you never stop learning. In as much as you might have in as much as I might have a lot of knowledge already as a software, as a product support lead, managing a team and all of that, but the software engineering manager takes it up a notch. Whereby sometimes the challenges, I think, in this is being able to work with other people and actually be patient enough, to listen to others, to listen to their concerns, and not having to jump into things quickly. It's important to take a step back and see things from other people's perspective before decisions can be made and finalized. And that's something I'm learning to do more of, just listen to people more and understand why they're unhappy about certain things, especially, when it comes to products and working with others. Because when it comes to software engineering, it's not just the software engineering team. It encompasses a lot of other stakeholders that are involved. There's a QA team, there's a product team, there's a project team. And, and when you think about bring all of those people together, that's a lot of people that you have to, deal with every single day. And it's important that everybody's on the same page. And that's that's my current challenge at the moment, making sure that we're all on the same page and we're all kind of like, singing the same note. So that's one thing.
There might be some young people who are thinking, well, software engineering, it sounds like it's going to be me and my laptop. By myself, but it sounds very different for the way you described it there. Yeah. So if they're thinking, I'm not sure this is for me because I don't think I could do that by myself or just be in a room by myself. What would you say to them?
No, software engineering is not just about you sitting there on your laptop every single day. No, it involves, it's a team. I'd say it's a team sport. You can relate it to a team sport whereby you'll be working in a team. You'll be talking to your team. You're going to make sure you're building software that, works along the rest of your team. So it's not just a case of you sitting there and just working, being alone. If you want to do that, I'm sure your team can make room for you to do that now and again. But it also involves chatting to other people, making sure you're engaged and aware of what your other team members are working on, and just being in the loop. And it's not a one-man band really, so it does involve other people. Whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, there's always there's room for you in software development. So please give it a go. Don't let that deter you at all. No, absolutely. Don't. Yeah. I think sometimes people get young people might get scared because they think, oh, it's just going to be myself and my laptop. No, it's not. And I think what we've tried to introduce within the team in my company is to encourage people to come to the office and engage with others now and again. That social aspect is also there, and it just keeps us going, I guess.
Brilliant. Well, we got to know each other a couple of years ago when iDocs started working with Workplus to think about bringing in talent in a slightly different way. Can you tell us a bit about the journey that iDocs was going on, to get to the point where they were thinking about new talent pathways?
Yes. So in the past, like I said, I came into this company as a summer intern at first, after my first year of uni, and then came back as a placement student. So it's something we've always had. We've always been open to new talent, bringing new talent in, and making sure we provide young people the opportunity to get the experience that they need, and just to see what it's like being a software engineer, and hopefully to concrete their decision on being software engineers. And those opportunities are always there, and iDocs has always made sure that we keep that route open. And I think a few years ago, after we came in, after I met you, really, it kind of like we started thinking about apprenticeship and how we can get apprentices into our workplace, and in order to make sure that we're still providing people with those opportunities, and just as much as we can. And apprenticeship is one way that we thought we'll be able to, give more to young people, not just by offering placement positions, but also including apprenticeship as part of that growth within the team. So and it's something we've taken on so far, and everybody in the team is on board, and it seems to be going well so far. And now we're taking on more apprentices this year as well. So it's a great opportunity, and it also opens the door for young people that do not want to maybe do university degree Monday to Friday.
Yeah.
It's a big opportunity whereby you get to study and you get to work and you get to earn at the same time. So if there's no reason for you to do apprenticeship, I think earning is one of them.
Very much so.
But no, it's a huge opportunity for any young person, and apprenticeship is a good way to go.
If you were talking to an employer who's only ever maybe thought about taking on graduates that maybe dip their toe in the water of placements, how does apprenticeships fit into that? What would you say to them about apprenticeships if they were feeling, I'm not sure whether that's for us?
Okay. I think we need to think, first of all, as employers, how can we help our young people, grow and make them better at what they do. Apprenticeship is a good way to give young people the opportunity to learn on the job as well as study, because by the time they're through with the apprenticeship, you don't need to onboard them anymore. They have the experiences already. They're probably already involved in a lot of projects that the company's already, ongoing projects. And it's a great opportunity. Yes, one thing the employers might say might be, do we have the resources to help these people get to where they need to be? But I think give it a go and see how you get on. There's no one size fits all here. Apprenticeship might differ from company to company, but for us, we've found it a good way to get young people in and get them growing and becoming more comfortable with our software over time. And as they've become part of the team, and and at the moment, one of our apprentices is currently helping other junior, like the placement students coming in and other junior people as well to, understand the product a bit more. And they're much more. They're doing some big projects as well, which is one thing. I know some employers might think, apprentices, what are they going to be able to do for us once we bring them in? but don't be afraid to challenge them. You know, Brandon, who we have now, hopefully he's not going to mind me saying his name. He's been amazing, and he's been up for any project to bring his way. You know, he's ready to just jump in. I think give them the opportunity. Don't think they don't have the knowledge.
Yeah.
They can only learn if you let them.
So good to hear.